All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the AF Minicast. I'm the Graphic Gangster. That is Small Arms Danny. And live from the pool table, say it with me, Mr. Cory G.
We are live from the pool table. Danny, who is that? Boston.
Boston.
I thought it was Ario Speedwagon.
You seem disappointed.
All right, I Want Abs is upon us. We are currently 7 days out.
7 days.
Cole made the graphic this morning.
Yep.
I am ready for the I Want Abs because I am currently the heaviest dude at this pool table. I was a solid about 212 pounds. What's that, 102 kilos, Danny?
Approximately.
You guys do more Olympic lifting than me. Come on, you gotta know.
I have no idea what kilos
I used to
are.
tell John.
It's like a 2.2 conversion, so whatever that
We're
equals
on
out
300
to.
pounds here.
Yeah, I used to tell
30
John.
minutes.
I used to tell John Bros I wasn't strong enough to talk in kilos yet. It's real talk right
It
there.
changes the game.
It does. So, listen, I'm excited about I Want Abs. I have attempted to drip my weight down, but there's so much family stuff. So I think a lot of people can identify with this, right? Start, stop. But there's a clear date now. Like we should start preparing to get ready first, second, third. But the registration opens on the 5th. And so when the registration opens on the 5th, it's a Monday. It's a lot of the football's already done. Like, it's time to get together from the 5th to, 10 weeks from there. So what do you think, Danny? I think that's a good start point.
Yeah, I mean, just emotionally speaking, like me being one of those people for sure. It's such a weird time right now, like, because you want
I kind of don't like it, honestly.
No, yeah, it's kind of annoying because you don't feel like your normal self, So your energy's kind of all over the place. You kind of feel sluggish, You tell yourself you're going to be better the next day, and you're about halfway through that day, and you're like, I might have a little drink. Right
Then
now.
you eat your mom's cookies.
Yeah, or eat those, whatever it is, So, and the kids are running around. That's like another X factor. It's hard to even police too because they just want to eat freaking candy and stuff like that. So, So, starting on Monday is definitely a good thing for probably 99 out of 100 people.
I would say most people don't start their weight loss. I'm going to use the word. Are you ready? Journey. I don't use that word.
Expedition. It's expedition.
They don't start that on a fucking Thursday.
Yeah.
So, I mean, here's a good example. I'm at my mom's last night back in the valley. We got like Moe's barbecue. So it was just like pork, coleslaw, and then it's like mac and cheese and cornbread. And I'm like, I go into this thinking, I'm not eating the mac and cheese and cornbread. But then I go, well, it's not here
30 minutes
Yeah,
later.
it's so good.
Yeah.
So, I mean, even I'm falling victim to that, and my pumps have been pretty crazy, I'm not going to lie. But it's like one of those things where the hard cut of a Monday on the 5th, the excitement of maybe driving away in a Mercedes, getting a Rolex, cash, but what I've been really trying to focus on is getting people to commit and complete. That should be the two words that people are mostly focused on right now. Commit to do it and actually complete it. And I heard something this morning that rang true, just like with habits in general. It was like, if you mess up a day, don't do it 2 days. Don't burn it down. So if you commit and then 2 weeks in you mess up, you just recommit the following day. Just don't string 2 days the wrong way together and really focus on the small building blocks, not the overwhelming, I got to make, the top 110, place third, first, whatever. It's like, first you have to commit to it. You have to be prepared. So that's what I'm saying, prepare right now. Get on the app. Start to familiarize yourself with some of the workouts, the diet, ask some questions. Get on Max Effort Mafia. Get your, 3 supplements that are going to get you started. Start to prepare so then when you commit, you're ready to go. And then your focus should be finish. If I can commit, I can have my habits and I can finish, then you get a chance of the other things. And I've been talking a lot about setting goals lately. So your actual execution goals and your stretch goals. And this is the same way this works. Your execution goal is, I got to commit, and then it's like, I got to move 7 days a week. Maybe it's walk 7 days and lift 3 to 5. Whatever your commitment is, that's what you got to do first before you even get a chance at winning anything. After you commit, and then finish would be like your main goal, this whole thing. Commit and finish. That's the execution goal. The stretch goal is you actually place. You're already going to be better. And it's crazy as Some people say, I want to lose 20 pounds. And that overwhelms them because they know between here and 20 pounds, or this way, between here and 20 pounds is a lot. But if you do all these other things, maybe you lose 21. Maybe you do place. So I'm trying to like shrink it down, like Danny's arms, to get it more to understand like these small things have to happen so you can even get a chance at the bigger thing. And that's like my main goal is to get people to just fucking commit and finish, because that will create some amazing things. I mean, Cole, you really kind of been on this narrative since you've been on your kind of weight loss situation. So, I mean, this kind of parallels like how you got here.
First off, I want to go back to how we extended the registration zips on the 5th. We did this to allow, like, after, like, next Monday and this upcoming week, there's no more distractions.
No.
Like, you'll have New Year's Eve, you'll have football and stuff like that. On January 5th, all the distractions of any possibilities of where you could fuck up and do stuff like that, we eliminated that.
Your excuses are over.
And you should be, honestly, I'm exhausted of going to Thanksgiving, the Christmas, eating this shit, feeling like this way, traveling all over the place. Done with that. That's over on the 5th. That's gone. But then signing up for the contest, I really think, and I had crazy benefits with this, is don't fucking stress yourself out too much about it. Because if someone comes in and they say their lofty goal is, I want to lose 30 pounds. I was at 230, and to get down to 200 took me like 6 months. And if I would have stressed myself out and said I had to do that in 10 weeks, I would have started making irrational decisions, too harsh decisions on myself, being too hard on myself, that the fucking mountain would have crumbled immediately. I would have fell off hard. So I think if you take it day by day and you're just like, I'm just going to follow this, do this, maybe you lose half a pound. Like one day, you see half a pound on the scale or even in the mirror, that creates a big momentum to just keep going. And then if you do like fuck up, let's say you do like you cheat too much, you're up 3 pounds over the weekend or something like that, don't stress out about it. Yep. Just get back on the train. Like it's going to take time. Yeah.
This is like the first commitment with what you hope to be a process to get ultimately all the way what you want.
I really think the person doing this, there's two people. There's one person who's already been on momentum. They've done this contest 3 to 5 years in a row. Now is the time they know what they need to do to where they could go a very hard cut, get crazy results and stuff like that. There's other people out there who are on ground zero. Yeah. They are just starting training. They are severely overweight. They just need to move and do small stuff. Their win is completing the contest.
Yeah.
So like the expectations and results that they should have in their mind should be completely different from someone who is already in pretty decently good shape, that if they just dial it up a little bit, they can get super shredded, super crazy. The person who's just going to feel better at the contest, I think that is a bigger win than getting ultimately shredded.
One of the things that I was thinking about this morning, and I wrote this for an email for our customers, was if you're watching this and you're just way out of whack, you can do the Move 22 for the first 22 days. Mm-hmm. Just complete that first. Then go say, all right, now I'm going to pump 30, take my diet a little bit more serious. Complete that for the next 30 days. Like, give yourself these benchmarks of just completion inside of the 10 weeks. Mm-hmm. And you could get to the end of this and feel way better and then be on a trajectory to get ultimately what you want down the road. You need structure to get better. And I am trying my best to create structure that I know has worked for me forever and still works for me. Like, this is basically the bodybuilding show structure. You have a date on the calendar where you have to get ready, and there's a potential prize at the end. Now, it used to be a fucking bowling trophy for me, but now it could be a fucking car. Or it could just be a confidence building block of time, like that you can then, go out into the world and continue this process of just being a healthier person. We talk about like breaking trends and trajectory and these things all the time. If you're a person right now and health is not a thing in your family, you can be the first one to start that. This can be the process where you can show other family members. That's like, I said that I got goals for your goals. Goal number 1 was like actually have some fucking goals. You like that? Because a lot of people don't have any goals. Like commit and finish. That would be goal number 1. Goal number 2, like you could actually positively impact the people around you that don't actually like even take health serious. You could be, just like I always talk about being the first person in my family to take like the financial stuff serious, you could be the first person that changes the health trajectory. Maybe all of your family's overweight. Why do you have to be the next person overweight? You could fucking change it for you and your kids. And that could be literally the move 22 and then into this process. And the other goal is like, you know, maybe you could actually place. But like the opportunity to even get there, the first two have to happen. So there's just so much that's overwhelming about this. But I want people to think like, I'm just tired of this fucking thing every year where I let myself down. Mm-hmm. If you properly set these goals and these benchmarks, you won't let yourself down. Cole, you didn't let yourself down.
No.
The last 2 years, you changed it.
No, yeah. I mean, this contest, again, there's certain people in 10 weeks, they can get ultimately shredded. For some people, this 10 weeks is just the jump start, the building momentum into what does the next 10 months look like.
Yeah.
Like you can become a completely different person within a year. I went from 230 to damn near 190, and getting from 190 to 180 has been like a whole other year and a half process. So I think there's that. Another important thing that I think we should talk about is the importance of the community. There's the community on G Social and the Mafia and stuff like that. There's nothing else out there where everyone is on the same trajectory. Yep. So if you get on the app, all you're seeing is people on the same mission as you, to where some people, you know, go and try to do this stuff, they're on an island by themselves.
Facts.
And how you said it could be overwhelming with how we laid out the diet and stuff like that, it's very simple to follow.
So simple. And yeah, the fact that we have G Social, which, you know, years prior we didn't have that. You can go on the Cory G Fitness app and go right to the social function where there's a G and just say, I have this question. Or are you going to be at this event? Now we have the in-person events with Max Effort. Like you can meet these people that are like-minded, that's what this is the real plan. You fucking sign up, you commit and you finish, and then you come see us on the island. Whether you lost 5 pounds, 50 pounds, like that should be your goal for yourself. I'm going to commit, I'm going to finish, and I'm going to go to Ohio and see these guys and shake their hand and say, hey, I'm so-and-so, this is what the contest did for me. Like, we have an infrastructure now that we never had in the past with G Social, with the in-person events that can actually change a motherfucker's life. For real. We've changed thousands of people's lives through this contest. How many years have we been doing it now? 6 years, 5 years, at least, right?
Yeah, I think 6.
So it's like the impact, I think, because you can actually come and be like, yo, Cole, that thing you said on the mini cast, man, that made a big difference halfway through the contest. Yo, Danny, I ruck now because I saw what you did at selection. Gee, I've been doing this forever and I appreciate, like, you can actually come and interact with us in person and make that as part of the goal. I mean, when you have more things that move the needle in your life, you're more apt to stay on track. And so you got to create a structure and some habits that you know will get you to the end. And I feel like having the island as one of those carrots for yourself is another big thing because it's so fun. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Talk about that, Danny.
Well, the only thing I keep thinking about is like if you're stressed out, you're overwhelmed or whatever, if you're brand new, you're like, it's kind of like the person who says like, you know, they don't want to go to the gym because they feel like everyone's looking at them. Mm-hmm. You know, it's kind of like that's kind of person. Like my sister's one of them. So it's like, if you're so caught up in that whole game, just win more than you fucking lose.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't have to be like some like crazy thing where you have to be 100% lights out over this 10-week period. Just like, again, just more days or more often than not, just do the stuff you're supposed to do. And you're going to start seeing that, and that's going to become more motivating to you. So you're going to be more likely to stick with it.
Just get addicted to feeling good.
Yeah, you're gonna have the more energy. The thing with the scale, we've talked about this so many times. If you're so caught up in the number on the scale, just stop doing it. Maybe do it once a week. Don't do it every day, because then you're like, oh, I worked my ass off this day. Then the next day you're up, or you didn't change, or something like that. I mean, that happens, and then you kind of fall off, and then you're like, fuck this after 2 weeks, right? So between that and then the other thing I was thinking about, which you guys can like weigh in too, is like we said we've done this contest for like 6 years or something like that, right? It's like, why would somebody do this contest more than one time? Like even if it's Alfonso or, you know, Alyssa or Dalton,
they're all doing it again.
Yeah, but like explain. Why don't you guys talk about that? Like, why do you think they're doing it again?
The same reason they're doing it again is the same reason we just talked about. They feel the same way we feel because they've been at family events. They just have different goals than they did last year. You know what I mean? It's the same reason why I did 15 bodybuilding shows. I was just trying to get better each time. Mm-hmm. Like I talked about this on the next level call. Alfonso was saying he had done it 6 years in a row, right? And I was thinking about how many preps I've done in my life. I've probably done 30 preps, at least, because I competed at least 15 times. I did 12 or 13 covers. Like, the reason why my body continues to look the way that it does is because I've put myself in this format at an extreme level 30 or 40 times in 30 years. Like, so I've, created, whether it's that amount of muscle or the leanness of the body, like, because I've put myself in this structure, which is also why, shout out to the GOAT Bill Phillips, why he did this back in the EAS days. It's just one of the things that I feel like we all need. A start date and an end date with goals in between and some type of like focus. And so the amount of things that you can put towards the end that you care about, whether it's a certain weight loss goal, habit goals within inside of it, go somewhere, buy something, whatever it is super important. So all those people you mentioned that have had unbelievable results, carried a lot of those results, still get a little off track and need the focus and the structure. So do I. Like, I'm actually happy that I let my body weight go up because my body feels really good. So I'm excited to see what it looks when I bring it back down, and how I'm, my strength is and how I feel and how I look. So it's like, but once again, I can't wait for the 5th because I feel the same way Cole's feeling. Mm-hmm. And so a lot of people will feel this way, but then let it pass and not take action. Don't be that person. Take the fucking action and be the difference maker in your circle. Like, oh yeah, okay, well you can't drink on Tuesdays. It's okay. You know what I mean? Like, put some boundaries and then say, hey, I can't drink on Sunday anymore. I can't have pizza on Fridays. I got this going on. And then some people will care and some people won't care. Mm-hmm. But you are going to feel so much better, and you will impact that small percentage of people that's around you that they do want to do what you're doing. And they might not do it this year, but you're going to impact them, whether it's at work, whether it's at your church, it doesn't matter. People are going to see your discipline and be like, I want that confidence. I want how they feel. What were they doing? And that's what continues to happen with this thing. So it's, I don't know. I'm addicted to that feedback of when people actually lock it in. Mm-hmm. I just know how different it is. I feel that's why I can't wait to get back into the groove when I come back from vacation, like, because I know what I get for that. And I get a chance at everything else that I want, like happiness, confidence, progress in my career, progress as just a dad, a human, a person. Like you don't feel stalled out because you're pursuing something, mm-hmm. and everybody needs that. It's important.
Yeah. All right, now do you guys want to get into the tactics?
Sure.
Let's talk about some of our favorite tactics.
Sure.
So why don't you start it off?
Tactic overall,
like small things you can actually implement that will help you from not fucking this up.
Yeah, the biggest thing you need to implement is an actual structure that you will stay to. So a lot of people think, especially when I do like my one-on-one coaching, they automatically think I'm going to tell people to get up at 3 a.m. Then it's not the truth, because I don't know that somebody that's getting up at 8 can stay to that. It's impossible. But could they get up at 7? You see what I'm saying? Like, so when you look at, okay, I think I'm going to work out at 5 p.m., but I got 2 kids and a busy job, probably ain't happening. So what is the 30, 45, or 60 minutes that needs to happen every morning? Also, police yourself a little bit. What time do you need to go to bed by? Like, I have some things that have just really worked in my life. I have a pretty hard cut at 10 p.m. unless something's really hitting the fan. And then Monday through Friday, I have to be at the gym by a certain time. It's just the way it is. And so I really think that don't just blindly go, I'm doing this, I'm committed, and then have unrealistic expectations of yourself on a regular basis. So please, just like you do everything else, plan it out. Put it in your schedule. And then have a non-negotiable. Hey, this is non-negotiable Monday through Friday, Monday through Thursday, whatever. Make a deal with yourself that you can adhere to that will help your commitment level. On Saturday and Sunday, it's unrealistic to probably think that you're going to be at the gym at 5 a.m. It's probably unrealistic if you have a busy life. For me, it's kind of unrealistic because I want to go out and do some other things with my family, so I'm up later. But 7 a.m. is not unrealistic. You see what I'm saying? So like, just set realistic things in your life that will allow you to do these things. So I think that's one of the first ones.
Yeah, I would say mine comes to food. I think food is definitely, going to the gym for me is not hard. It's the food. So like, if someone were to come to my house and look at what's in my cabinets and what's in my fridge, it's only shit I fucking need to eat. Like, I don't keep any extra snacks. I don't allow any distractions or any slip-ups. I don't allow myself that opportunity to fuck up.
You can walk in the pantry, it ain't there.
There's nothing in my pantry. It's supplements.
Yeah.
It's basically supplements or any random shit that I've had. So I think, and that goes along with the can't relate mentality. I just want to say it is okay for anyone that needs to hear this. It is okay to tell your friends, no, I don't want to go out and eat dinner.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to drink. That is completely okay. Like, I haven't been drinking in a while, and I honestly think it's made a huge fucking impact.
Yes.
Like, there's no reason for me to do that. And in 10 weeks, just tell your friends, like, no, dude, I'm fucking on this. And if they give you shit about that,
they ain't really
that's
friends.
on them. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, that's a big one. And then the other one that I just want to stress again, I talked about this in the article, and we could repost that, is don't give a fuck about what the scale says. Like, in this 10 weeks, if you're starting out new, go off of how you're feeling internally and how you're looking in the mirror. Mm-hmm. Like, that will give you way more confidence, momentum than what the number on the scale is, because there's so many factors that changes into that.
I think also, like, having a realistic expectation and a little bit of patience for yourself. It took you a while to get this way.
Yeah.
And like, even if you're as lights out as any of us sitting here, you're probably not undoing it in 10 weeks. Like, but you need that 10 weeks to get all of it started and get the 20 of the 40 or the 10 of the 30 or whatever it is. So like, if you're not like real focused on the scale, that'll allow your brain probably to like process like, you just got to get patterns and discipline and like the structure. Like, I can't stress that enough, because the reason why I'm here is because I just adhere to my structure. Like, even when I don't want to. And now I'm so brainwashed, I don't even know any other way. Even when I'm not here, I'm still getting up during the week and training at that time. You know what I mean? Just because that's what it is. And so you want to get yourself on a pattern of success that when your brain's even telling you no, you just do it anyhow. And like, if you're going to jump off the cliff because you're up a pound, that's not a long game look. Like, that's why we really need to shift people's brains to, this is the first part of the process. I need to really get good at the pattern that is going to make me successful. And like, being patient with yourself a little bit is pretty important.
Yeah, I mean, the whole scale thing, it's a slippery slope for a lot of people. Like, a lot of people obsessed with the number. And the crazy thing is that there's times for me where I could be lights out for a week, 2 weeks, that scale ain't dropping.
Yeah.
And if I would take that and think about that constantly, like, the scale's not dropping, I'm doing, what else do I need to do? Make harsh decisions. Whenever I don't think about that and don't try to change anything, I just keep doing what I'm doing, the next thing you know, you wake up completely different.
You feel like, too.
You feel it. You feel like it's all that. So I think feel and look is so much more important than the number.
I also think that it's a little unfair to yourself to scrutinize that when you might not really understand like the intercellular water, the way that you create muscle, and the way that you lose fat. Like, you might be looking at one thing, feeling a certain way, and it might not be true. It like actually might not be true. Like, more often than not, you're not getting worse if you're actually adhering to stuff. Your body just hasn't revved up yet, or something had a little bit more sodium in it than it, or you might have cheated and it took a couple days for the water. Like, there's so many factors.
Another one is too, it could be stress.
Yes.
It could be if you haven't been working out and you're putting your body into certain, like, you're just moving, you're training a little bit, your body's like a little bit stressed out.
Yep.
So it's going to be thinking like, holy shit, we're actually moving, we're training now. The weight might stay the same, and the next thing you know, once it gets accustomed to that, that's when it starts to dip. Then you start to feel it. Your body's like, okay, this is a good positive thing, not a harmful thing, and then it'll get progress that way.
Daniel.
I mean, kind of echoing everything you guys have said up to this point. Yeah, like, working out, like, that's not an issue ever for me, because it's just so ingrained into me or whatever. But like the message for like people now, like knowing there's a lot of moms and dads on the app, like it's like always set a baseline, whether it's rucking, whether it's walking, whether it's lunges, whatever it is, find what it is for you. And so make that like the guaranteed win for that day. So again, it could be 10-minute walk or 2 mile, like mine's a 2-mile ruck. And then I have, you know, one other thing I do too, but it's like, find what that version is for you. And then everything else on top of that is like the icing on the cake, I guess. And then as far as the diet, I'd say that's where I would struggle more anyway too, is it's obviously harder now that there's other people in my house, which I know you know all about that shit. But the structure of the fasting window, that's what helps me. Again, it's been a little bit more relaxed during the holidays and stuff like that, but like, you know, not eating in the morning, just by default, I'm way clearer and level-headed. So just having that simple thing in place basically is all the momentum I need to stick to like the lunch, dinner, and spike window. And that kind of just takes care of itself. So between that and then just not caring about the scale, paying attention to how you're feeling, your energy, and like that kind of stuff, and just letting things take care of themselves, because they will take care of themselves if you are doing all those small things over time. So I think you'll be surprised what you can actually do in 10 weeks, even if you're fucking 50 to 75% of the way there.
Yeah.
Let alone 90 plus.
It's still way fucking closer than you were.
So,
like, you know, the other thing is I used to think about this when I'd be like heavy, like crazy long periods of discipline, and I would walk in my pantry and my kids have, you know, my kids are younger, there's 5 different kinds of chips in there, and I would just like try to breathe, because you can get in that where you just kind of go, whoa, like put the brakes on for a second. And then I remember when I was getting ready for the men's health thing, I think Zac Efron was on the front of it, but I just put the fucking magazine on front of the chips. Like I just set it on the chip shelf. And I was like, so then I walked in, and not because of Zac Efron, I don't really like that dude. Yeah, Danny likes him. But I was like, oh, all right, well.
Fuck myself.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's one of those things where you have to put things, even if it's your job, like take a breath. Think, am I one day closer or one day further away if I do this? Am I letting my kids down because I'm trying to show them who I can be and what's possible? Like all of those things, use it all for your advantage. So, all right, we're going to take a quick commercial break. And we're back. You know, one of the things that I've got a lot of messages recently, mostly probably because the dad book just came out, which by the way, it's top release, which means the #1 release on paperback and on Kindle in the fatherhood section on Amazon, which I'm pretty proud of. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah. Made it up to #4. It was like almost the bestseller. Like it's real close. But I think it's going to have a life of its own. Anyway, I have a lot of people message me, I think because my kids are jacked, which is mostly why, in the book, kind of simultaneously. And look, I didn't think that my kids would do this for their living. I just hoped that they would take it serious. I'm on the extreme version of it. I get it. But what do you think they've watched this entire time? This is normal to them. Dad having muscles, mom being in great shape, us eating healthy most of the time, me still going up in weight and doing the stuff I got going on. They're all making fun of me right now. Like, hey, Dad, almost cut season, huh? When's that start? See a lot of posts about it. Like, they're even fucking with me, right? And they're all lean. They're all super lean right now. So, but it's one of those things where they are watching what you do. And so if you need that extra thing, you dads out there, you moms out there, are you, like, I literally would think, like, am I really showing my kids discipline? And they're paying attention. And it's like, yeah, like, where's your abs at, Dad? You know what I mean? Like, even now, like, they're going to be paying attention, like, when it starts. And I'm going to have to show them. So you're still proving yourself to your kids, whether you know it or not. And you're setting an example for them on this level of discipline, or how you take health serious. And this is the thing I was talking about earlier. Maybe your family's never taken it serious. Maybe you're the fucking first one. This is super important. The same way I was giving my kids stock for Christmas is the same way you can be making sure they're eating healthy on a regular basis. When that is the default, hey, we just eat meat and vegetables and a healthy fat, or a healthy carb. That's just the way it is. You don't think like, why am I not drinking soda? Why am I not eating, this or that all the time? Like, it's just the norm. And so I am like thankful that we've been able to do that, and I'm seeing what my kids are doing and how they still eat crap and still want to do it. And AG's at college still partying from time to time, but he's also super lean and most of the time eats really healthy because he feels good for what he's trying to pursue. And so it's just one of those things that if you need that one extra thing, just remind yourself that that's what you're doing it for. Like Danny's kids are down there in the gym. They're seeing him and Linda work out. Like like any parent, your kids are already like, I just got Paul Seals, I think it's Sears, or the really good lunge couple. He said he took a little break from lunges. Sent me a video yesterday. His kid was lunging just because he saw it so much. And he's probably like 5 years old. You know what I mean? Like they're watching. I mean, I know it's important to you, Danny. You can speak on that.
Yeah, I mean, it's why Evelyn will come down at 5 o'clock in the morning, or why if I'm doing like flutter kicks on the ground, Cindy will come over and lay on her back and she's just flailing her legs or whatever. But like, and then they see their mom doing it too. So it's probably one of the most rewarding and cool things because it's actually making an impact, and you just hope that like even if they apply it a little bit, just because it goes beyond the four walls of the gym, right? With your confidence, with literally anything, with whatever you pursue in your career, it's all going to carry over. So knowing that is what motivates me to keep doing it. And I'm excited to how you train your kids. I'm excited for all of that too.
So cool.
And it's funny too, like even like, like our next door neighbor, she's a mom of two. She's come down, I've helped her a little bit. And then she has 2 boys. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, that'd be sick to train these 2 kids too, just having known them since they were freaking babies, Yep. And then there's another one across the street that we're closer with. So I'm like already thinking about that a little bit. I'm like, we have a little like neighborhood squad where we're training these kids,
When I've seen that with all of my kids' friends, mostly my boys, because they've had their friends here lifting quite a bit, and it's like AG's buddies that we're playing Little League with, having them have big like Drew and little Bobby and other Drew, like them having big like deadlift PRs here when I'm seeing them when they're like 5 and 6 years old playing baseball. Like same thing with Andon's group right now, which Cole coached some of those guys in football too. And it's like, it is super rewarding because I'm passing on how I know it's supposed to look. See, that's the thing that my strength trainer, my what lifting coach did is, I don't think he knew or understood as much as I do as a professional, but he understood intensity. And he understood what it's supposed to look like, and he showed Dustin and I, and we carried that on forever. His dad did a lot of that too. Dustin's dad, because he was one of the first guys I ever saw bench 300 pounds, and the second guy was the guy at my high school, Coach Hoover. And so like, I know that whether they play sports or not, that's what I'm passing on. They can't unwind the old school gym mentality. They might be able to forget it a little bit, or they might not, but they can't unknow it. They can't unknow the expectation, the griminess of the environment, the level of competition, and what's required when they're here. That's something they'll have for life. And every one of my college kids that go away and go to the recs, that's one of the first texts I get. The fuck is going on out here? Everybody got their headphones on. No one knows what they're doing, and they're all in my fucking way. Yeah. And so I take pride in that because I know they know. And that's the thing, is that's what you want to pass on in your own way, is this is what it looks like. Here's what's, kind of an expectation, and this is kind of how we operate, so we can hopefully have a better life from a health standpoint. It's really important to pass that on.
But, like, even for me, like, obviously I don't have kids yet, but coaching middle school football and coaching in those guys, whenever I first started coaching, I was 230, right? And I'm demoing linebacker drills and telling them to be fucking intense, physical and all this shit, and I'm fucking out of gas showing them linebacker drills.
That bugged you, didn't it, Cole?
Fuck yeah, because like it's just you want people like to take you serious. Like if you're preaching something and you want to be the example for someone, you have to be able to lead yourself. Yeah. You can't expect to lead others if you can't lead yourself. And I really think showing them. Every time, like business, professionally, even coaching, the sharper my jawline is, the more fucking people pay attention.
Facts.
Like, it's just like, the more discipline you get, people see that, they know what they're expecting with. So again, whatever facet of life, fatherhood, business, whatever, the leaner you get and the more you take your health serious, people notice and they'll respect you more.
Here's the thing that, you know, a lot of people don't want to maybe admit. You're displaying your discipline to everybody, whether you know it or not. And the reason why, two things happen, Cole. Either an absolute fucking hater and they won't fuck with you because of that, but it's mostly because they're jealous of the way you're taking your health, or they're more impressed and are going to take you more serious. But if you really think about it, they're both fans.
Yeah.
Just in a different way. And so I've had both my entire career. But you can tell when you walk in and you're put together and your confidence, you're just humming on a different vibration, bro. Of level of confidence, not arrogance. It's because you earned it. It's because you put in the time. It's because you showed up, because you did the discipline. Like, that's what they're feeling. Most people want to be around that. The other people do want to be around that. They just don't want to admit it. And so it's really the same thing. And so the reality is that could be part of why you're not getting the promotion. They might not say that, but it's because they think you ain't got your shit together. But guess what's the best way to show them? Get your shit together. And so you can use all of these things to, you know, brainwash yourself to do what you're supposed to do. That's what we're all doing. Hey, you know what? I run into this difficult time. It's got to be for my kids. It's for the fucking Mercedes at Max Effort. I don't care what you use, but use something. Put some boundaries. Put some benchmarks. Put some things that will be just the right amount of carrot to dangle so you will get there. Because when you get there, that is one major building block towards the next thing you're trying to accomplish. This is an addicting situation because most of the world feels fucking like shit. But when you operate like this, you don't. And then you start to feel more optimistic about what you can actually accomplish with this life. That's why I've been out here preaching this shit for so long, because it all happened for me. I went in the fucking store and saw myself on the newsstand. One time, my magazine was sitting right beside Arnold on the magazine. Like, my fucking brains melted out of my head because of some of this stuff that has happened to me. And I just want, in everybody's own way, to feel that level of confidence and belief in themselves because they worked for it. That's it. I know that that's what can happen. And so that's why I'm so, like, every year pushing to get people to engage in this process. I'm really glad that you guys have your own lanes and things that you're doing, that we're all not doing the same stuff, but we all are having the same expectation, which is what I think makes this specifically so important for our community. You know what I mean? And once again, like, I've even had a couple of people chirp me about the early barbell shrug stuff, which is why I've been posting it too, because I think that us having, like, all done powerlifting, even Danny did one, right? Powerlifting,
Yeah,
right?
often.
All doing Olympic lifting. You haven't done Olympic lifting meet yet, though.
I'm still learning Olympic lifting.
Yeah, but that could be,
I would.
Yeah, but you will, right?
100%.
We've all done the CrossFit Open before.
Yep.
So it's like we've all done so many of the same things, right? But then I want to do some type of ruck thing where it's like a 10-mile thing this year would be super cool. Like, so I think that we've all been in each other's verticals, but then aren't like exactly playing in the same one right now. So it's, I think, super beneficial. But I don't know, to kind of wrap it up, that I just think, you know, go make yourself better. You have a great opportunity, unbelievable support, people you can lean on a regular basis content-wise, question and answers on G Social, in-person events to come show off your new bod, improve bod to, like, it's just all here to get better. Like, of course we want to grow our business, but we only get our business to grow if you get what you want. We're here to lay out so you can get your results. We already know how to get results. Danny made it through selection. Cole's weighs like 50 pounds less than he used to, and his performance is not slacked at all. Like, I've already done all of these crazy things. We already know how to do it. We are here so we can help you do what you want. So let's wrap this bitch up.
All right, Danny, press the song. All right, this has been another great AF Minicast. If you have any questions or want to hear us talk about anything, drop a comment on G Social, Graphic Dancer, Small Arms Danny, Mr. Cory G. See you next week.